Welcome. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa.
I knew I wasn't the only one up on your mind. I always told you that you're my star and that you shine. Did not realize you're for everybody, baby, why? I thought you were the one and only, baby, you were mine. Who knew demons always come in different shapes? Buying 1 gram every day to another 8. I be popping all these pills when I feel out of place. You is of this world, baby, you shot me this beast. Girl, you did me wrong, my tears on the floor. Your love got me here all sore, I've been feeling gone. Ever since the day that you don't love me anymore. Ever since the day that you don't love me anymore. I knew I wasn't the only one up on your mind. I always told you that you're my star and that you shine. Did not realize you're for everybody, baby, why? I thought you were the one and only, baby, you were mine. Who knew demons always come in different shapes? Buying 1 gram every day to another 8. I be popping all these pills when I feel out of place. You is of this world, baby, you shot me this beast. Girl, you did me wrong, my tears on the floor. Your love got me here all sore, I've been feeling gone. Ever since the day that you don't love me anymore. Ever since the day that you don't love me anymore. like this again. I don't wanna be your friend. I don't wanna see you again. I don't wanna see you again. Summertime, got liquor on the table. I don't mind where the night goes. Your skin on mine. I see no other people. Love is blind. That's alright though. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, the world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body. I need this moment. It's fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body. I need this moment. It's magic. I want you to stay.
I'm just going to admit, I love tacos and taco time. It's time. Let's do this. And
Distance nerding.
What's up, everybody? Oh, stop.
oh yeah, I'm kidding. I'm just messing around. What up, everybody?
Hey, Raider Ray in the house.
What up, Red Ray? What's cracking?
What's going on, young Phil?
Oh, you know, finishing some tacos and enjoying things. I don't know. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Exploring the ethnic side of yourself. Very nice. You even look more tan today than
Because I've been
normal.
working in the sun.
Here you go. In the fields, like picking lettuce or something? What are you talking about?
That's racist.
It's not. I'm just asking. You're out in the sun. What? I could have said you could be a lifeguard. Are you a lifeguard?
There you go. There you go. I'm a lifeguard. I'm a lifeguard like Larry the Lobster.
There you go.
Right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching Distance Nerding.
He's young Phil.
And he's the Jamez 5000.
And we're here to nerd together. Oh, come on.
We tried. We failed miserably, but we tried.
That's the taco talking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nah. Guys, I was eating tacos before this. So, yeah. Ribs.
So while he's eating tacos,
we're
going to talk about anything. Pop culture, movies, food, music, wrestling, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it.
Now, guys, you got to catch us on all of the social medias, like the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the Twitches, the TikToks, all of those things. You catch us all at Distance Nerding.
Yes, I like it.
So what do we got? What was that?
We got the download today.
You got me before I could say it, man. I was
You're
saying,
too
what
busy.
if you
You're
got
too busy
those
with these
hard?
tacos, man. I don't. Did you have? Were they flour? Were they flour tortillas?
No, that's sacrilegious.
Okay. All right.
We don't eat flour tortillas in this house.
Maybe it's the cheese. Maybe
Actually, we
the
do
cheese.
eat
Cheese is
flour
slowing you
tortillas in
down.
this house, but we eat corn tortillas in this house.
There you go.
Comemos tortillas de maíz, okay?
Okay.
E. coli Phil picking lettuce. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mhm.
You forget that Raider Ray is more Mexican than I am. So I mean,
Well, he's more Mexican than you because you're not Mexican.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's more Mexican than I am.
I don't know. I may be more Mexican than you right now. I don't know what's happening.
I don't
Could
know.
be.
Maybe more
I don't know.
Spanish, but I mean, I
Hey.
look more Spanish than you. So I mean,
Yeah, but look at our last names.
it's true. Navarro, Ferre,
Exactly.
It is
Yours
what it
is like
is.
French, isn't it? French.
Basque. Yeah,
Okay, Basque. Look at you, the elite of the elite in Spain. Come on, get out of here.
I mean,
Basque.
it's very French. So
Mine's very Portuguese, if you ask me. Thank you very much.
yeah.
Okay,
Fun
are you ready for what we're going to talk about today?
Yeah, man. Do we got an overview of the things we're going to talk about tonight?
We got all the things. We got the
All the-
download, and we're going to talk about the latest on Bendergate, and you're going to be interested in this one. And then we got some starting rumors.
Starting rumors.
Is Lucasfilm listening to Double A? Because something's going on. It's weird.
Yeah, man.
He asked for it, and then all of a sudden Lucasfilm's doing it. So
Are
we'll talk about
they are they going to be striking Book of Boba out because that's what he wants?
yeah, he wants something else, but you know. And then hopefully we'll get to it. But we got a little bit of the breakdown of Peacemaker. We're a little bit late on the review, like a bunch of dickheads, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what it is. We are late and we're dickheads. So
Little late, dickheads.
anyways,
But before that,
sorry if it
we got-
seems like I'm off. I'm it's because I'm opening up my docs because I didn't
Oh.
have them open already.
oh, the tacos. The tacos. But first,
The tacos.
let me get a shout out. Meh, 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 meh.
Yeah.
You're not the only one that does sound effects around here.
I dig
so
it. I dig the sound
Right?
effects. It feels good.
I came to play. You know what I mean? So we got a nerd appreciation shout out for Poddex. In fact, this
Yes.
episode is powered by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starter prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you are a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster or looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, you're going to want to check out Poddex. And we got a deal for you, just for you. Not for the person next to you, but for you.
Right. Not
Go
for
to-
your mom. Not for your
Not
uncle.
for your mom,
Not for grandfather.
unless maybe they're buying you something. Then they can use this deal.
You know.
But
How's your
go
mother?
to say how do you
Hey,
mother
how do you mother for me?
Go to poddex.com and use code nerding10 for 10% off. We got
Yeah,
you.
that's
How
a
cool
pretty
is
good
that?
deal.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. And if
I'll
you're
take
not a
that.
podcaster, you're not a broadcaster, you're not somebody who is in the media sphere, it's a good
Mhm.
icebreaker. You know, it's a
Yeah.
good thing to open up and say, hey, let me meet these new people.
Exactly. Raider Ray in the chat is a pod deck head, which is very true.
He said, no, he's saying we are pod deck heads.
Oh, that is also very true.
Yeah.
That is also very, very true. I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
We got through the intro. It was a little rough. I'm a little excited. You're a little taco brained.
Yeah.
I think it's because you don't have your W.
That's 100% true. I don't have the W in my system yet. And because I don't have W in my system, I mean, I have nothing.
Oh my goodness. Well, can we change that? Can we fix that?
We can now, ladies and gentlemen. If you are trying to figure out the obscure reference that Jamez just said, it's because Young Phil is powered by Dubby. Dubby is an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters, no crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrins, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors, no dyes. Guys, if you want to find out more about Dubby, go to dubby.gg and put in the code nerding10. You get 10% off of all of the delicious goodies that you can get at Debbie's website.
I like it. I wish I had some Dubby. Hint, hint.
I've actually had a couple of people request that I bring Debbie to the con this weekend.
Oh, that is right.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna fuel our con.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
Now this
of,
was
whoa, you okay?
that was sour. This week's flavor, I'm going with the Dub Sludge. And this is a green apple, Granny Smith green apple, with hints of cherry. Very
That's the
delicious.
secret sauce, sir. Please.
They say it's the secret sauce. My secret sauce is SodaStream. SodaStream.
Dubby.gg. Dubby.gg. Use code nerding10 as well. Look at us hooking everybody up.
Right. Get it done. It is delicious. It is so worth it.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it. What was the one I had? It wasn't the Dub Sludge.
No, I think I actually mixed the Galaxy Grenade and the Dub Sludge for you.
Oh, the Galaxy Grenade. That I was just looking for the name. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that was pretty good. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So don't forget dubby.gg and use code nerding10 and get yourself a little discount on that energy, yo.
Yes, sir. What up, Greg Hicks? What's going on, my boy Squints?
What's up, Greg?
Just don't
How you doing,
put
buddy?
Squints in the chat.
I like it. Okay. Are you ready for the Geekend Update?
Is anybody else enjoying James doing what I do on the show? This is good.
Yeah. I could start. You know, I could run the board. You want me to run the board? I'll run the board today.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh, that's rude. Okay, we are hours, literally hours away from Capitola Collecticon in Capitola, California, Santa Cruz area. Woo!
We're within 24 hours of everything being ready.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Did you see that that Rob was posting pictures or video of them, everybody setting up?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So excited. So excited.
I'm super excited for this.
Okay, so if you haven't got tickets yet, and we need to sell you on this for whatever reason that you haven't heard us sell it yet, but Capitola Collecticon is happening this weekend, March 4th, 5th, and 6th in the beautiful Santa Cruz area. Beaches and bikers and Boba Fett's. Oh my. So there's going to be tons of vendors, tons of artists, exhibitors, cosplayers will be there, like cosplay groups. Tons of people will be there. A bunch of our friends will be there.
Imperial Outlanders.
Imperial Outlanders will be there. Yes, sir. So check this out. So let's not talk about Friday because Friday's a little like, can you get there in time? It's a little weird. So it's a short day. And then it's mainly for like a VIP thing where there's going to be like all the guests, all the celebs are doing like I don't know, like a Hollywood party. Is that what you called it the other day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a Hollywood meet and greet type thing.
Exactly.
And that's going to be fun with a special performance by James Durst from American Idol, who's a Santa Cruz native. That's pretty cool. I dig that. I'm down. But then we also got Sons of Anarchy Saturday featuring Natalie Sky, Chris Reed, and Ryan Hurst.
Yeah, Ryan Hurst is the biggest one for me.
That's going to be awesome. So if you're a Sons of Anarchy fan, go check this out on Saturday. Plus, if you're a movie fan, we got Tommy Sizemore from like Saving Private Ryan. We got Cesar Garcia from Fast and the Furious. If you're a Disney head like Raider Ray, we got Mary Gibbs, the voice of Boo from Monsters Inc. will be there. Everybody will
got a
be signing
special-
autographs.
I've got a special costume for Saturday.
Did you get it? Nice. Nice. Can you get her to sign my Funko Pop?
Maybe.
You have to do it because actually I need to get mine signed and then you have to get Ray's signed. So that's on you.
Well,
all right.
yeah. Mhm.
That's on you, Mike Wazowski. That's on you.
Mike Wazowski.
So check this out. That was Saturday. So big day. That's enough for one con. Sons of Anarchy, Tommy Sizemore, Cesar Garcia, Mary Gibbs. There's actually some more people. And on top of that, we got Star Wars Sunday.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Such a huge lineup. We got C. Andrew Nelson, who spent the most time in the Darth Vader suit on screen. Alan Fernandez, who was just on our show.
Right.
Holy cow, we had like Star Wars royalty on the show.
Yeah.
So he played like the original Tusken Raider, like the guy on the bantha, like the stick. Do the thing. Make the noise. That one. He's that guy.
That guy.
He's that guy.
Hold on,
So
I have him. He's here.
whoa, what's happening?
Oh,
Oh,
Fernandez.
yes. Tusken Raider signed Funko Pop. And he'll be signing autographs. See, Andrew Nelson will be signing autographs. We also have Tim Donaldson, our friend of the show, Tim Donaldson, who will be there signing autographs. He was one of the original Jawas from the 1977 movie. Dude,
Yep. Super excited for that too. I haven't seen Tim in a few years now, man. I think it was the Force Awakens event.
Exactly. It's been a while. How cool is that? You can meet two actors from the original Star Wars, like shake their hand. Well, maybe not shake their hands, maybe fist bump, maybe get autographs, hang out and talk with them. Super cool. They're all so cool. How cool is that?
Yeah.
And then we got some big time actors coming. So we have Emily Swallow, who huge actor right now. She's been in The Mandalorian. She's been in Book of Boba. She's the armorer. This is the way. She'll be there signing autographs. How cool is that?
I know.
Along with what is it? Lauren Mary Kim?
Right.
The stunt actor.
Right.
Dude, you can have both armorers sign your Funko Pop or whatever it may be. Dude, I'm so excited for that. I've been looking for one, but I saw that Rob has a couple at his store in Santa Cruz. So I'm gonna pick one up.
Super cool to see, to be able to see two armorers in one place.
I know. So dope. So dope. And then on top of that, for the creme de la creme, we're gonna have 5 actors that have played Boba Fett on screen, including young Boba himself, Daniel Logan.
He's no good to me, kid.
Oh, so crazy.
Do I have something for this? I do.
So dope. So you get all that for $20. $20 will get you entrance in, and then if you want to buy autographs, you can buy autographs. You can buy stuff from vendors, whatever it may be.
Right.
Buy Funko Pops, all that. $20 for each day, or $35 for both days. And then again, we got you because when you go to checkout, use code NERD. Is it just NERD?
It's just nerd. Yeah.
NERD. And they get you an additional $5 off that $35. So $30 and whatever the tax is on that. How cool is that?
Right there, guys.
Dude, so dope. So dope. So CapitolaCollecticon.com for tickets, or follow them on Instagram because they got all kinds of like Instagram lives going on. And then they have a special ticket link in their portfolio or profile to get tickets and whatnot, and you can still use code NERD. Dude, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, we'll be there. We'll be there.
Right. Now I have something special for everybody just in regard to all that. So we're gonna disappear for a second, but just specifically for this. So
make plans now for this year's Capitola Collecticon, March 4th through 6th. Star Wars Sunday at Capitola Collecticon happening March 6th. Come meet the original Mandalorian and Boba Fett cast members. For general admission or VIP passes, visit CapitolaCollecticon.com.
This is the way.
This is the way. And then on top of that, all that, You can also come hang out with us. We'll be there.
Yeah, I mean that's less exciting than hanging out with 5 Boba Fett's, but still.
I should have led with that. But anyway, but I mean, you got all that cool stuff going on. You can come say hi to us. We'll be giving away Funko Pops.
Right.
What?
We got a bunch of pops to give away, and we're going to be giving away stickers, and of course we're going to have merch like we always have because we got merch, people.
Exactly. Taking pictures, hanging out, kissing babies. Well, you know, probably not kissing babies. That's a little weird.
That's a little weird. I'm not. No.
But Capitola Collecticon, March 4th, 5th, and 6th. What?
I'll shake a baby's hand though.
That's weird. That's even more weird.
Like just shake the little.
You're gonna shake a baby? Come on, that's so rude.
Yes.
So rude.
Brain damage right off the bat.
Okay, this got dark quick. And good advertisement for Capitola Collecticon. What do we got next?
I don't know. Is it that time?
It is that time.
It's time
for the download.
Don't forget, if you're on the Facebook, who else is on the Facebook? Everybody should be on the Facebook or the Instagram, right? Go check out the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. All the news, all the trailers, all the reactions, all the memes, all right there in the Distance Nerdington post. That's our little group. It's our little family of people, and we chat and we talk and we fight and make up and make fun of each other. It's fun stuff.
Yeah,
fun stuff.
It's a great time always.
Yep, always talking about rumors and shows and whatnot, trying not to spoil things. I mainly use it for dropping the trailer, so we can all talk about the trailers. Like we dropped the new Brad Pitt one, Bullet Train.
Yeah, I saw that.
That one just dropped like was that today? Today.
Right.
AA posted that international trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So that's cool. There's a bunch of other ones. The Ryan Reynolds project, the Adam Project.
Yeah,
it's coming to Netflix.
I'm excited for that. That looks so good.
I didn't even know. Like, I knew he was in it, right? Ryan Reynolds. Okay, cool, great.
The trailer was on during the Super Bowl, man.
I know, but like, it's Ryan Reynolds and Zoe Saldana and Mark Ruffalo and who's it? I forgot who else is in it. There's somebody else in it.
I don't know. Some kid that's supposed to be him.
Yeah, somebody else big is in it, but it's a big cast. It's a big cast. I'm like, okay, it's going to Netflix. Okay, cool. I'm down with that. I am down with that. Okay, let's get to some news.
I had to look it up and see who else is in this. Jennifer Garner.
Yes, that's who I was thinking of.
Ryan Reynolds, Zoe Saldana.
I kept thinking of like Elektra. I'm like, I can't say Elektra because that's weird to make that reference. By the way, Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Garner, like 13 going on 30 or something like that, right? It's like their reunion. And it's about time travel. Bunch of weirdos. Okay. Are you ready for some news? Let's get to some news.
Ready for this news. I'm excited for this first one that we're going to talk about here.
Okay, good, because we're going to start it off with some good news, right?
Right.
So Bendergate is over. We talked about this. Was it 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So there was a whole big stink or good news and bad news, where Futurama's making a comeback, but then voice actor John DiMaggio, who voiced Bender, like one of the main characters,
right,
was not coming back. And they were kind of touting it as like, hey, we're reuniting the entire cast, except for, John DiMaggio.
Right.
And it's like, what is happening here? But he just signed on officially for the Hulu revival for Futurama.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear the whole story about why he was holding out?
A little bit. Do you want to explain?
Yeah. So the rumor was that John DiMaggio was, like, when it first started, that John DiMaggio was holding out because he wanted more money, and a lot of people were thinking that he was being selfish about it. It turns out he mentioned it in an interview, I think with Entertainment Weekly, I think, that he wasn't holding out for himself to get more money. He was holding out because he wanted everyone to make more money. Right. I think the whole deal was that everybody had signed on, but they were making less than they were making when Futurama was on Fox. And his whole thing was, well, one, we shouldn't make at least what we were making, if not more. Considering that you're asking us to come back to revitalize the show.
Mhm.
And he was basically saying that he wasn't going to be on the show until Hulu, who it's owned by Disney, which he said like they have the money, you know.
Right.
He was saying he wasn't going to come on the show until they agreed to pay them what he felt they were worth, which apparently they did. So
Yeah, that he should have said that up front. It felt a little weird that he was holding out, you know?
yeah,
I mean, is it Katie Seagal that needs more money, you know? Like what's happening here?
I think it was just generally everybody in the cast he felt just deserved more money, not that they needed more money.
Right. Which makes sense. But hey, he's back. So you're getting the Futurama that you know and love, right?
Right, right. By the way, hey Julie, how's it going?
Hello, Julie. So Hulu has picked up 20 episodes of the new version of Futurama, or the old new version of Futurama.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, exactly. It's in the future, so who knows? So production is underway and the show is expected to debut in 2023.
Oh man, I'm excited for more Futurama. Futurama's stupid hilarious. So
You know what I have a problem with, and I just realized it's because I have too many streaming options. I'll like forget about things, and then unless it's like in my face, I'll like completely forget about it, and then I just will like, oh, I forgot that show was happening, and then it's like over. You
yeah.
know, so I'm not like watching it live unless it's something big like on Disney Plus or something.
Did you realize Cuphead came out?
Yeah, that's another one. I just saw that
Yeah.
that just came out. There's
I
one I'm
watched the
thinking
first
of.
couple of episodes. It's pretty funny actually.
I can't. There's a show like Reacher, right? Like that's the
I didn't even know Jack Reacher was coming out.
exactly. Like it's out, but I haven't watched it yet. But I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, people are talking about it. I should be watching this. There's a couple other shows I can't think of them right now. See, this is what happens.
I finally
think of
watched
them.
Ted Lasso, and it's amazing.
There you go. You should also watch Mythic Quest.
That's next.
That's really good too.
That's
You're-
next. I told Jackie that because per a suggestion by Raider Ray,
Mhm.
I kind of convinced her to watch it with me. So I told her
Right.
when I get ready to watch Mythic Quest, we should watch it together. And she's like, whatever, okay.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, you know, we were just talking offline with Double A, and he's like, "Oh, I don't have Apple TV Plus." I mean, because he's on a budget. He's got an Audi and
Right.
dating a doctor. He's definitely on a budget,
Oh yeah,
so
no,
he can't afford that
Falling on a budget.
$4.99 a month.
Exactly.
Falling on a budget, $4.99 a month, can't handle it. But like Ted Lasso on Apple TV Plus is huge.
It's so good, man. It's
Super
so
enjoy it.
good. I already had high expectations because everybody was saying it's the best thing ever, and then I finally watched it and I was like, I see why. He's so charming.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even about soccer or football. It's about the characters and the interaction.
It's
You know?
God, man. Just my steadily becoming my new favorite character is easily Roy.
Oh yeah.
He's such
Wait-
an asshole, but it's
Wait,
so
wait
fun.
till you start. Did you finish season 2?
I have 2 episodes left in season 2.
Okay, wait till you start talking like him. Then it's like I can't
Oh, I already
be
am.
around
I
anybody.
already have been. I mean, I already say fuck a lot. So I mean, like, just
Yeah.
There
Ted Lasso's really good. Schmigadoon was good. Mythic Quest is really good. I forgot the name of that Tom Hanks movie, but like, what's wrong with
Oh.
Apple TV Plus? There's some heavy hitters over there.
Yeah, the robot movie. I watched the first one that he had on there, which was the World War II movie.
Yeah, but it's like they're not advertising these movies.
Yeah,
So
I
weird.
mean
Or
they are, but it's like it's advertising through Apple and not like like mass TV stuff.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. We're going on down a Apple TV Plus hole. Okay, now that we're going back to Futurama, let's go back to the past. But
Okay.
even more of the past. So Stars is developing a prequel to Outlander. I don't know if you've
Oh,
seen
God.
Outlander.
I have. It's
Uh-huh.
a good show. When I say "oh God," is there are a lot of women that love the main character dude, the Welsh guy.
Yeah, totally. My wife totally watches it too. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought you hated time travel shows, but she's like, oh, this. I don't know. I'm just into it. I'm like, okay, something's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it's a prequel. Like, is it going to be what's happening in Scotland, or is it going to be more about her as a doctor? Like, I mean,
I don't know. We don't have any word on it. All we know is that executive producer and showrunner Matthew B. Roberts is attached to write and executive produce the new show.
okay,
And go from there. And this is coming on the heels of Outlander season 6 coming back to Stars.
mhm,
So they're kind of ramping it up. But
right.
yeah, I guess Stars and Outlander.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of, I have a hold on to your kilt synopsis.
synopsis.
Outlander is based on the novel series by Diana Gabaldon. The series follows Claire Randall, a married woman, former World War II military nurse in Scotland, who in 1945 finds herself transported back to the time of 1743. While there, she meets and falls in love and marries a Highland warrior.
I'm gonna be out of a job. That's
I didn't even.
that's
I
good.
didn't even break. I didn't break. I didn't
That
break
was-
the
you
whole
didn't
time.
break character at all. That was good.
Exactly. Exactly. Who knew the Filipino Scottish accent would work? But it did.
You'd have whit him.
Exactly.
I'll break you like a whit him.
So we got no release date yet for the prequel. They're still writing it. But
Mm.
season 6 of Outlander will consist of 8 episodes coming out next month. But they also announced that there's a season 7 coming, which is based on the book An Echo in the Bone. And that will consist of 16 episodes.
Okay.
Kind of a crazy jump to go from like 8 episodes to like 16, but whatever. Maybe it's like a COVID thing, like
Maybe. I mean, I'm starting to like going back to the form of doing like like shorter episode seasons, just because you
Right,
get
right,
more
right.
story in it. You know what I mean? There's less filler.
Mm-hmm. Good point. Good point. I like that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep the news moving, Puddin'.
Oh god. Oh god. Is it what I think it is?
It's been nearly 2 years since the second season of Harley Quinn, the animated series, debuted back on like DC Universe. Yeah, it was DC Universe.
I had it. I was
Right.
The Harley Quinn show was one of the things that kept me going on that whole thing.
Right.
That the fact that they brought back
Young Justice
Young Justice.
and Titans.
Titans was good. Titans was good.
Yeah.
And then of course, Doom Patrol is really what like sold me on that app.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. I was really sold on Titans, and what hooked me was Young Justice. Look, it's like, okay, you're bringing back one of my favorite shows of all time. Okay, I got
Mhm.
it. I'm in. And then here's Harley Quinn, and here's Titans. I'm like, okay, you got me. I'm in. Plus, I can read comic books like a nerd. Okay, I'm in. But yeah. So HBO Max is going to have season 3 of Harley Quinn,
Mhm.
the animated series. So we haven't gotten any announcements yet. We did get a first look back at was it DC Fandom?
Yeah, and
When
I was
was
gonna
that?
say because I remember, God, that was like last year, wasn't it?
That was, I think, September.
Okay, because I mean, I remember them saying that they were going to explore the relationship between Harley and Poison Ivy, which is something that they've done in
Right.
the comics. So it's like it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and it was a lot of the storyboards and animatics,
Mhm.
which was kind of cool because we're
Right.
watching
I wrote
Fandom, this huge thing, but our buddy and friend of the show, Brandon McKinney's work is being displayed, because he's doing the storyboards
Right, he
for
does the
all of
story
season
for
3.
that show.
I'm like, how cool is that? But they haven't announced when season 3 is coming. But they did say that the third season doesn't have a release date, but it's on track to come out this year.
So they probably have an idea of when they want to do it, but I think they're probably going to pull on Netflix and like have it close to the chest.
Yeah.
They're going to say, "Oh yeah, Harley Quinn premieres next week." Like the
Mhm.
hell?
Exactly. And plus, they got it. You know what it is? They have to also manage because it's on HBO Max.
Mhm.
They have to manage like all the other news that HBO Max has to produce, right?
Right. Like
All the
the
other shows and movies that are coming.
right.
So they probably just have to manage that. So I bet Harley Quinn will come out probably fall, because if they haven't announced now, that means it's not spring or early summer. And I don't see this dropping in the middle of summer, so I bet it's going to be like September, October,
Mhm.
somewhere around there. I mean, it's been 2 years since season 2 was released. So there's been production on it.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I could text somebody and ask. You want me to do that right now? I'll text somebody.
Yeah.
I got people. I'll text somebody.
There's a show that he told us that he was working on that still hasn't been even announced, and I'm just like, when is it going to come out?
Right. But we can't talk about that yet either.
No. I mean, out of respect, I'm never gonna like mention
Right.
anything about what it is. Just that I'm excited about it, and it's like,
Mhm.
dude, you told us about this 2 years ago. Why isn't it
I
out
know.
yet?
Come on, you're stringing us along. He probably just made it
I
up.
don't
He's
think it's
like,
him. I think there's probably something in production that happened, or maybe COVID might have put a hold on it or something
yeah, it
like
could
that.
be.
But I just, again, for what it when he described it to us and what was going to be happening, I was like, I need this.
Right, exactly. Hold on, I'm writing something.
I see that you're writing something because I'm actually looking at it.
Because I messed up. Yeah, it's a
Like,
lot.
oh yeah, your opening was from the last thing that we talked about.
Hey, you got people saying hi to you. Quit ignoring them. Buy
Oh,
me time.
let me go out of here. Who's saying hi to me? Oh, Susan, hi. That's my friend Christine's mom. Hi.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You do
I
that.
love
Say
it.
hi. Talk to Susan. Talk to about
Yeah,
Christine.
now I get to talk shit about Marines because
Oh,
yeah, it's former Marine.
speaking of Marine, but not. Let's move on. On your left, where a few months ago we learned that Anthony Mackie from
Mhm.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier is set to star in a new live action series adaptation of a hit video game, Twisted Metal. Did you know about this show? No? Yes, no?
Yes, I knew that they were doing a Twisted Metal show. Um, I remember us talking about this, and I was saying who's gonna play Sweet Tooth because that's all that matters.
Oh, is that really? So, but the series is being developed by Deadpool and Zombieland writer Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick.
It's gonna be good then. It's gonna be really good.
That sounds pretty good. Though, I think this may be the only drawback. It's now been announced that the series is coming to Peacock.
I still have Peacock.
NBC,
I
Peacock.
I haven't canceled it yet.
It just like I don't know much about the game, but this makes me wonder like how tame this will be compared to like a show that goes to say HBO Max.
But I think Sony's backing it though, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but I thought that was kind of interesting that it's NBC and Peacock. So I'm like, they don't have a ton of edge pushing content. Maybe this will.
Yeah. I mean, they do have like rated R movies on there and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
we'll see what ends up happening with that.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause it's not just NBC, it's also Universal. So I mean, like, Universal, I don't think they're gonna hold back just because it's on an app.
Maybe. All right. Okay. I'll give you that. Okay. So I got a twisted synopsis.
Synopsis.
A motor mouth outsider John Doe, played by Anthony Mackie, who is offered a chance at a better life, but only if he can successfully deliver a mysterious package across a post apocalyptic wasteland with the help of a trigger happy car thief. He'll face savage marauders driving vehicles of destruction and other dangers on the open road, including a deranged clown named who drives an all but too familiar ice cream truck who fans of the game will know as
Sweet
Sweet
Tooth.
Tooth. So we don't know much about the show, but tell me about the game.
So the game is almost like a destruction derby game, right? So it's basically you have all these different weird cars and motorcycles and stuff, and you drive around and essentially just try to kill whoever's on the road. Like different vehicles will have different things, so they'll have like rockets and guns and machine guns and stuff like that. Sweet Tooth actually has a ice cream cone that launches from the top of his truck, and he actually drives an ice cream truck. If you ever look up Twisted Metal, he was almost on every cover. Like he's just basically like this killer clown.
Like Killer Clown from Outer Space.
I would say Sweet Tooth looks scarier, man.
I don't know. That show used to freak me out.
Watch, I'm gonna pull up a picture of him here.
Of Sweet Tooth.
Oh, and apparently, so I guess NBC got it, but it was originally being made for Netflix.
Oh, see, it would have been much better on Netflix.
They probably would have got way more promotion on Netflix.
Exactly.
Twisted Metal.
Okay.
Images. So this is Sweet Tooth. Hold on, let me see my camera so I can see it.
Oh, okay. You're right. He is a little bit more twisted than Killer Clowns.
Yeah, he's a scary looking dude.
He's like if Ghost Rider was a clown.
Yeah, and this is so back on PlayStation. This was his car.
That's what I was gonna ask. That was it a PlayStation game?
Yeah,
thing?
it was on like the OG PlayStation and PlayStation 2.
Got it. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll see. Anthony Mackie. All right, make it happen. Okay, from Twisted Metal to Twisted Star Wars.
Okay.
Zack Snyder's epic sci-fi fantasy Rebel Moon has found its villain.
Ooh.
Yeah. Remember Rebel Moon?
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't heard of Rebel Moon, obviously you need to go back and listen to our past episodes because we've talked about it. But Zack Snyder from, Justice League fame and 300 fame and what other fame,
an Army of
Army of the Dead. That's right.
Army of the Dead.
He pitched a Star Wars movie to Lucasfilm, and I guess it was, very samurai inspired, right? And they turned it down. So he's like, you know what? I really like this story. I want to do it, but I'm going to remove all references to Star Wars and just make it my own space samurai epic thing. Right. So I'm like, okay, let's see what happens, Zack Snyder.
Sabers that have laser swords. Okay.
Exactly. So Rebel Moon is being made, and it's found its villain with Rupert Friend, which we were just talking about him. He's from Hitman 47, Homeland, but he's also going to be in the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus. Dude, this guy is going to be the hottest guy in the world in a hot minute.
I know. He's on Disney Plus and on Netflix at the same time. Come on.
I know, right? This is crazy. So, and like big time shows. So,
right.
So Zack Snyder is going to be directing the pick, and he co-wrote it with his Army of Dead co-screenwriter Shay Hayton and Kurt Johnstad, who wrote 300. So,
nice.
The Frank Miller adaptation. I don't know how much writing you had to do, because it's like that is so close to the graphic novel of 300. It's like,
I mean, they did have to like kind of flesh out the lines and whatnot, but I mean, for the most part, there's not very much that they had to do.
All right, so Star Wars, samurais, but not Star Wars, but still in space. I have a Rebelopsis. The story tells of a peaceful colony on the edge of the galaxy that is threatened by armies of a tyrannical regent named Belisarius. Belisarius. Belisarius? Sounds like a dinosaur. Desperate, the colonists dispatch a young woman with a mysterious past to seek out warriors from neighboring planets to help them make a stand. All right.
Scum.
I like it. I dig it. Sounds kind of samurai-ish, western-ish. I'm digging it. So production is scheduled to begin in April and last through November.
Ooh, that's going to
this
be a
year.
long shoot, man.
I mean, Zack Snyder can't do any wrong right now.
Yeah, I know.
All right, you ready for this next one? You're gonna pick it up. Right
I am so.
Where's Raider Ray? We need Raider Ray.
I don't know how to feel about this one, man.
We need Raider Ray. So get ready to
witness me.
We got some new details. What?
I live, I die, I live again. Witness
there you go.
Oh,
didn't you guys add a line?
Oh, what a lovely day.
Oh, there you go.
We got some. There's a line from the movie, but
oh, there you go. Okay, we got some new details on the George Miller's upcoming Mad Max Fury Road prequel.
Yeah,
called Furiosa. All right.
So
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's basically, I think, the origins of
Furiosa.
Furiosa's character. It's the origin of her character. What who played Furiosa? It was
Charlize.
Charlize Theron. Yeah.
How cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Charlize Theron is going to be in this.
No, so it's another actress that's going to be playing young Charlize.
Anya Taylor-Joy,
right,
who's taking on the role. But check this out: Chris Hemsworth is taking on the lead male role, of course, Dementis, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the character Dementis is going to be the antagonist,
right?
So he's going to be the main villain in this movie. I'm like, Thor is a bad guy. Interesting. Let's see how that goes.
I know with the type of humor that's in the Mad Max movies, I think he's gonna fit in very well. He's very subtle kind of guy when it comes to his comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But also I see him being like, I know you're probably not familiar with this, but like being a handsome Jack kind of character.
I am not familiar with that, of course, because I am not a handsome or a Jack.
Yeah, no, that's from Borderlands. So handsome Jack, he's a very handsome dude, but he's like the main villain and he's very charismatic. So it's like, yeah.
Gotcha. Look at Phoenix chiming in. We mentioned Chris Hemsworth, and all of a sudden she's boom in the chat. So there you go. What's up, Phoenix? So I guess Dementis was previously described as being a breathtakingly handsome and Angel's face scarred by a deep forehead wound stitched together with shiny chrome staples.
So it's definitely not me. It's he's breathtakingly handsome.
I mean, we could put some chrome staples in your forehead just to see if it matches up. You know what I mean?
And yeah, I only look like this the entire time.
Okay, alrighty. So no date for Furiosa, but I don't know. Can we see Party Thor as like a bad guy? I think I need to see it. I need to see it.
Like I said, his sense of humor and the way he does things, like his sensibilities and whatnot, make it to where he can play that character easily.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Like he played super serious in we talked about it last week, Star Trek, when he played Kirk's dad. Like he knows how to play different roles. So
I cannot pull off a blonde wig. I could not be a blonde. I'm sorry. Phoenix says that I could probably pull off a blonde wig. No, I could not.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know until we try. So we got some sad news, kinda.
Oh.
I usually start with the sad news, but
usually do.
But instead it's stuck in the middle. So Netflix is saying goodbye to its Marvel series. Womp womp. So Daredevil, Luke Cage, Defenders, Punisher, all that's going bye-bye.
That's sad.
So they're gone, but now it's being announced that all these shows, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Punisher, Defenders, and Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are going to be coming to Disney Plus.
Yes. Okay, so I knew this news and I was trying to like contain my excitement for this.
Yeah.
This means that those shows are now canon again, which means all of those characters, like as much as everybody hates Iron Fist and everything like that, and Defenders and kind of what happened with all that,
Mhm.
this just means that Kevin Feige has more toys to play with, which means that he can fix everything.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
How cool would it be to get like, I don't know, season 2 of say Hawkeye or something like that, or some kind of, I don't know, crossover, and we get Daredevil and Hawkeye in the same show.
Well, we know we're gonna get those crossovers. We know that Daredevil and Punisher specifically were characters that Feige said that he wants to play around with more. He said that he was willing to play with Jessica Jones a little more.
Mhm.
I want more Luke Cage. I thought that show was great. I wanted it ended the show ended on a cliffhanger, and like where it ended, and I want more of that. Iron Fist needs to be fixed, but I mean, it ended on season 2 actually ended in a place where I was wondering where it was going to go from there. Right. So it's just kind of like, no, there were ways to fix that show. And then Defenders definitely needs a second season. They need to introduce more characters and we get more Defenders.
I thought it was interesting. Okay, we're getting the Netflix shows, right? Okay, great.
Right.
But we're also getting Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which was on ABC.
Right.
Now that, I mean, it had a little run, a little stint, but it was reruns on Netflix, but that's also coming to Disney Plus. So I'm like, that's like the weird, like, stepchild of the MCU where it was like connected but not connected.
Yeah. Because I was
But
going to
they
say the
wanted
first
to
couple
be.
of seasons, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was weirdly connected to everything. Like it led into Winter Soldier. There were like, a whole bunch of different things that happened. It's almost the same thing with how, like, if you watch the first season of Daredevil, there are references to the MCU, but then it like ended from there because they started focusing on that story more.
I really like that whole arc where it tied in to Captain America Winter Soldier. I thought that was really cool how they did that. And it was almost like they were waiting for Winter Soldier to drop so they could change their storylines, and
Right.
because it was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., what's going to happen with S.H.I.E.L.D.? Well, we find out. But that's not even the biggest story out of all this. So
Oh yeah,
these shows are coming to Disney Plus. Okay, great. But there's some adult themes going on in these shows, right?
there's sex scenes in Daredevil and Punisher. Actually,
Ex-
Jessica Jones is like 90% sex scenes.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that tonight. I'm gonna make a note.
Yeah, you go do that. Okay.
It's funny. I never watched Jessica Jones. Why didn't you lead with that 4 or 5 years ago? I would have watched it
know.
then.
It's like sex scenes in Jessica Jones.
Sex scenes in a comic book show. Okay.
Oh my god.
But check this out. So the biggest news is that all these shows come with like a TVMA rating, right? Except Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because that was on, broadcast network TV.
Right.
But they come with an MA rating. So to accommodate this, Disney Plus will be updating their existing app version, whatever it is, with some parental controls in the US. So you'll have to put in like if you're watching, kids are watching, I don't know, Mickey Mouse, and then you try to switch over to Punisher, you'll have to put in your little parental code to access all this other content. Most of the other apps I use do that. HBO Max does it, Peacock does it, I think Paramount Plus does it as well. But it's interesting that they're doing it now for Disney Plus, because I think this opens up a ton of doors.
Oh yeah.
For Disney Plus.
This is how you backdoor Deadpool.
Perfect example. We can have all the Marvel, all the MCU, all the things in one place because of this little feature.
Mm-hmm.
So it's huge.
You know what
And that-
Disney needs to do?
Mhm.
Because Ryan Reynolds already did it with Deadpool 2,
Mhm.
is film like 1 or 2 exclusive scenes for Disney Plus where just Deadpool makes Disney references.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of funny, huh?
Yeah. Like, and because that would be a reason that'd be a reason that you get people to go and watch, Deadpool again. Is
Yeah.
oh yeah, Deadpool's on Disney Plus with 2 new exclusive scenes.
Exactly. Or like the Deadpool 2, the Disney edition, and it's like the same movie with a couple extra scenes or
Well,
something.
they already had Once Upon a Deadpool.
That's what I mean. Like a Disney version of that.
Yeah,
That would be
because
cool.
Once Upon a Deadpool was a PG-13 version of Deadpool 2, which you can
So
put
weird.
on Disney Plus and then add. I mean, he makes Disney jokes anyways, but I mean,
Mhm.
still.
So weird, but so much fun. I dig it. I'm excited for this because who knows what else that they could bring. Like imagine whatever Fox had
Mhm.
in their library that would pseudo connect to Disney and would do better on Disney Plus than say Hulu, right? Bring it on over. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So I guess the whole rating system will be dropping or updating the same time that the shows land on Disney Plus. So Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, The Punisher, The Defenders, and Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will be superhero posing onto Disney Plus March 16th.
What, you gonna do the superhero pose? Superhero pose.
There it is.
Oh, it's really bad for your knees.
There you go. That's funny, huh? March 16th. Yeah. Happy birthday, Sheila. She watches the show. Anyway, let's keep going. Speaking of changing universes, Patrick Stewart has confirmed his involvement in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
So I saw this news and I was both excited but disappointed
What? Why?
because he gave away, as much as we speculated on it and we had heard, like, he gave away kind of a big spoiler.
Yeah.
But-
you just wanted to be like 99% certain, but just leave that 1%.
Right, but here's the thing.
open.
Him dropping such a big spoiler makes me wonder what else is going to happen in this movie.
Mhm.
Who else are we going to see? Who else is going to get introduced?
True.
I'm still on the lines for, not only are we going to get Reed Richards, we're also going to get Namor the Submariner.
That's cool. That's true. That's true.
He is getting backdoored, and it's his favorite way to get things done.
Sorry, I just popped back over to the stream and I noticed that from Raider Ray and I had to put it up. Yeah, I see what you're saying. This is kind of like Andrew Garfield, like denying
Mhm.
that he was going to be in No Way Home, even up until like the movie released.
It's like the same thing that Ryan Reynolds is doing right now. Like Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
I'm not in Doctor Strange. I'm not in any of those movies. I mean, at this point, I don't care what they say. I'm gonna assume that he's in it.
Exactly. But I think I was like, what does it matter? But now that you're saying it that way, I'm like, yeah, I kind of wanted the denial. Like, let's play the game a little bit longer, Professor X.
But Patrick Stewart is probably just like, I don't care. I'm
He's
Sir
like-
Patrick Stewart.
He's like, you nerds. So he had a quote. He was being interviewed and he said, I actually didn't recognize my own voice. It sounded different. Whether I had a cold or something at the time, I don't know. I was astonished and all they saw was the back of my shoulder and I think my earlobe, nothing else. That there would have been so many connections made, but it pleased me to see everybody's reactions. So it's like, he's like, oh yeah, I did a thing. He's like, I'm busy. Whatever, nerds. He's like, I'm busy. I did a thing. I'm happy. You're happy. Great. Moving on.
He's just like, make it so.
He's like, somebody else go watch Picard, please. You know.
Everybody cares about Professor Xavier. No one cares about Picard.
I know. Womp womp. So
I'm Jean-Luc Picard.
Professor X and the multiverse. No.
No, wait, no.
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness will cross into this universe May 6th, 2022.
You wrote Universo.
What?
Univision.
I did write Univision. See, I may be more Mexican than you right now.
Yeah, no.
In our notes, I wrote Univision instead of universe. So
He's like
Just saying.
Multiverse of Madness will cross into this Univision. Like it's gonna be on. I like half looked at that and I was like, wait,
Yeah.
are they announcing something
Yeah.
on Univision? What the hell?
it's coming exclusively to Univision.
Yeah.
You have to learn Spanish.
Órale.
Yeah. There's the Avengers Initiative, and then there's the Learn Spanish Initiative, and you have to watch Doctor Strange
Okay.
in the Multiverse of Madness on Univision.
I'll watch it, and then I'll turn on the
Yeah.
I'll turn on the sub.
I'll watch it with you and be like, "What'd he say? What'd he say there?"
That's what Jackie does. She'd be like, "What
Exactly.
did he say? How did he say that? What did he say? Translate that
Oh.
for me."
Como se dice what? You know?
Be like, "Oh, he said you suck."
Yeah. Como se dice Magneto? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
All right. What
I
you
got another universe. Talked about the multiverse. I got another universe. How about the WWE universe?
Nah, I've been so
Oh, come on,
I've been
please.
so disappointed by the WWE lately, man.
So rude. Well, if you like old WWE, you like
Yes.
nostalgia,
Yes.
this is for you. WWE and A&E confirmed the promotion on the network are expanding their partnership. So they had a few shows that came out last year, kind of behind the scenes stuff. One was called Biography. The other one was called WWE's Most Wanted Treasures. I loved both of these shows.
I'm confused about what they're doing if they're bringing treasures back. Are they bringing back Most Wanted Treasures?
Yes, they are.
They fired the dude who was on there. So I mean, like, what are they gonna do?
We'll find out.
Remember
We'll
he
find out.
his whole team
Yeah.
got fired.
Yeah, Top Dollar or whatever his name was. I forgot.
Yeah.
So they're bringing back a bunch of new episodes. So 35 more episodes of Biography.
Oh,
So
wow.
these are like, I think they were all about an hour long.
Mm-hmm. So
I
good
think
though. So well done.
I think the Ric Flair was 2 hours long. Now that I'm thinking about it, but about an hour long biographies on WWE legends, and it was super cool to see these details on all these different wrestlers and their careers and whatnot. So last year, Biographies was A&E's most watched series of 2021. So of course A&E's like, hey, come back. We need more content. So they ordered 35 more episodes.
So of those, because I mean 35, that means they're going to be doing, you know, whatever tag teams or individuals. I have two on the top of my head that I would like to see. So because I have those, what are some ones that you would like to see?
Let me think. Tag teams or just people in general?
Just in general, tag teams, groups, individuals. Like, what is a biography of a WWE legend that you would want to see?
I'd want to see like somebody like Junkyard Dog, you know?
That would be dope.
That would be kind of cool to see, like old school Junkyard Dog, or like Jimmy Hart would be kind of interesting
the
because
Mouth
he's
of the South. That'd be
Mouth
dope.
of the South Jimmy Hart, you know what I mean, with the bullhorn. You know, something like that. That would be pretty cool. I don't know if we're gonna get stuff on Vince himself, but maybe like the family as a whole would be kind of neat. The McMahons.
Yeah, maybe like on his dad.
Yeah,
I'd
that
like
would
to
be
see
pretty cool.
about Vince McMahon Senior. That'd be kind of cool. Oh,
That'd
Raider
be
Ray said the Dudleys. That would be dope.
the Dudleys. That's good. Road Warriors. How about the Bushwhackers?
No, you know what? Okay, so I had something queued up for this, and by him saying that, it ruined the whole thing. So one of the ones I would want to see is the Road Warriors.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What a rush. Okay.
Hawk.
Hawk and Animal.
Mhm. Yeah,
We
Mean
need
Gene.
one on Mean Gene for sure. We would need one on Mean Gene. But
Raider Ray coming with the knowledge.
the other one that is a big deal for me that I would want to see is the Fabulous Freebirds.
Oh yeah.
Michael Hayes, and
I
like
mean,
wanna see, like,
that would be such a no-brainer because you could do his career,
mhm,
but then everything he does after that,
mhm.
as
If
a
you wanna do
producer.
Michael Hayes, that they could do a lot there too. But I
Mhm.
mean, like, I would want to see specifically the Fabulous Freebirds. And maybe they can talk about like Michael Hayes and his solo career and then go into him becoming a writer and everything like that. But I mean,
But you think about like what he's meant to wrestling. He's meant more to wrestling
yeah,
as a producer. Like he is pretty much the main producer, the right-hand man of WWE. He's the one that brought in the Hardy Boys because
yeah,
they're all from like South Carolina or
North
North
Carolina.
Carolina.
Yeah.
North Carolina. So yeah, that would be actually a really, really good one.
He got his start in Texas.
Tejas.
Uh-huh.
On the Tejas.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Raider Ray's right. Like, give me some Mean Gene. That would
It
be
would
great.
be dope to do one on Mean Gene. That would be
Mhm.
super dope.
I dig that. I dig that. I have to think about which ones that they did a Rowdy Roddy Piper one, right?
The Rowdy Piper one was really good.
Mm-hmm.
They did Ultimate Warrior. Did they do Hulk Hogan? I think they did Hulk
I
Hogan,
think
right?
so. They did Stone Cold. Did they do Mankind?
Yes.
Flair.
They did do a Mankind one. They did do a Ric Flair. They did like a whole Mick Foley one. Did they do the Taker?
Taker, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. I remember the Shawn Michaels one. That was really good. Bret Hart.
Yeah. Bret Hart.
Mhm,
Yep. Yeah, those are all huge names.
mhm.
It makes me wonder who else they're gonna do. Like maybe it's gonna be like Randy Orton.
Bruno
Somebody who's
Sammartino.
yeah. But I mean, is that like I mean, that would be cool. But like, is that a big draw name to get a biography on?
I think it is because you got to remember to this day he is still the longest reigning
Champion.
WWF champion
Yeah.
because he went years. He went like 10 years as the WWF champion, dude. Like
Yeah.
Bruno Sammartino, he's a legend in the sport in general. So that's definitely a guy.
Andre the Giant. They did something on Andre,
I think
right?
they did Andre the Giant because I remember them
Yeah.
talking about his alcoholism and everything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I was thinking of somebody else. Ricky Steamboat.
Yes.
Ricky
That would
Steamboat
actually
would be a
be
good one.
really good. That's a good pull because he's still alive.
Yeah.
He's still with it. You
Yeah.
can get his reflection on things, especially like his feud with Flair, that sort of
Mhm.
thing. So 35 more episodes of biography, 40 episodes of a new series, kind of a working title called WWE Rivals.
Ooh. Oh, and I gotta get this name out before I forget. But because he still works in WWE, he may not be a big name with American fans, but he is huge in Japan. Funaki.
Yeah.
And I think Funaki would be an interesting story because his
Yeah,
tag
maybe.
team and kind of the things that he did, like Tito Santana. Yes.
The Flying Jalapeno. I like it.
um,
Yeah, that'd be an interesting pull. Or like Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero.
Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero would be good. I'm trying to remember his
go all
name.
night.
I'm trying to remember his name. He used to eat an apple and he had the big afro.
Oh God, Carlito,
but not specifically Carlito, his family, because his family has huge ties in wrestling.
Maybe they do families.
They could do that too. I mean, maybe they do the Anoa'i family.
Yeah, like they could do the Samoan Dynasty.
The Samoan Dynasty for sure, dude. You have so much history there. I mean, they've
That
done
would-
individuals. I mean, one on Rikishi would be good.
Yeah. That'd be
The
cool.
Colognes, that's who it is. Yeah, the Colognes.
Yeah.
They have so many ties in not just WWE, but just in the history of wrestling. Because the Colon family has been through that just as much as the Anoa'i family has.
Exactly. So we're getting 35 episodes biography, which is a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
40 episodes of a new series called WWE Rivals,
Mhm.
which I think is going to be like a half-hour type show. Just kind of highlighting the different rivalries within the WWE. So, of course, it's going to be like Stone Cold versus McMahon.
Or
You know what I
Stone
mean?
Cold and The Rock is another good one too.
Everybody.
The biggest one on there, they are doing a disservice if they, and as much as everybody's banged this situation over its head over and over again and like kick the dead horse, but they're doing a disservice if they don't do the Montreal Screwjob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good point. Yeah.
you want to talk about one of the biggest rivalries in the history of wrestling? Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, because of Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Remember that? He's all spits in his face and he goes, WCW.
Hey, Susan, you have a good night. All right. It's always good seeing you.
Good night, Susan. You didn't see her. She wasn't on stream.
She
Anyway.
was in the chat, and that's all that matters to me. All right.
We're also getting 24 new episodes of WWE's Most Wanted Treasures. So that's the fun one where they go like hunting for like memorabilia. You know, like Ric Flair's boots or something like that, or Andre the Giant's passport, stuff like that.
Yeah. James, look at the screen.
Am I supposed to look at the screen? Hey, what's up, Tony?
I
Hey,
know,
buddy. Those are my good friends, Jen Rose and Tony. Tony, how are you, sir? I miss you, buddy. Go cook me something, buddy. I think I need you to cook me up something. And then also bring me some Legos, because I could go for some Legos and a steak. That would be great. Anyway, so check this out. WWE and AEW, excuse me, totaling more than 130 hours of exclusive programming coming like later this year, next year. Now, can you dig that, sucker? That's another good biography right there.
Five time. Just the pop culture, like just ramifications of that. Him doing the five time. Like, how many people scored touchdowns and then dropped to a knee and went five time?
I know. So cool. So cool. Okay. Last story. And it's in Pew Pew News.
Oh, yeah. Pew Pew News is always good.
Because you like the Pew Pew. Tony's
yeah.
a gamer. Tony's a big time gamer.
There we
You
go.
might get this news. So, Sony has announced the new games that will be coming for its PlayStation Now subscription service for March 2022. PlayStation already announced their Devolver Digital's Shadow Warrior 3 is coming to the service, right? Okay. So, by the way, so this PlayStation Now, that's like their subscription thing. Like,
it's them trying to counter games with gold by Xbox.
Okay. It's almost like a Netflix of games for the PlayStation, right?
It's definitely not as good as the Netflix of games with Xbox.
Okay. All right.
Because the whole thing is that PlayStation is really trying to. They know where they're losing is subscription services, because Xbox, like their cloud service, like literally has every game in existence on there, and you can download them and play them. It's like I actually pay for it. It's $10 a month, and it includes not only Xbox Gold, right, like the service to play online and everything, but it also includes like an extensive library of games that you can just download and play anytime you want. And the whole thing is like, I know for a few years now, PlayStation has been talking about how they want to match the that service, but they're just unable to do it because they don't have the content for it.
Got it. All right. Cool. So in March, PlayStation Now is getting 4 new games, and they are Shadow Warrior 3 that we just talked about, Crisis Remastered.
Ooh.
Is that good?
Yeah, no, Crisis is it's the original Benchmark game.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Relicta is coming, and then also Chicken Police Paint It Red.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni, chilling with my homies.
I love
Yeah, I
it.
still got to work on that.
So all these games outside of Shadow Warrior 3 are going to be like permanent games for PlayStation Now. I guess Shadow Warrior is going to be on for a limited time. I think it's coming off in July. Um, but yeah, I mean, young Phil, is it time to get a PS5?
I mean, it's been time to get a PS5 because there are a couple games I want to play on there. But this, I mean, maybe Crisis, but for the most part, this isn't a selling factor for me.
Yeah, the service isn't even sold you on it.
It's not as good as what Xbox has.
Oh, look at you!
No,
Shot.
it isn't. But the thing is that PlayStation knows it because they've been saying for a while that that's where they fall behind.
Got it. Got it. Look, and Raider Ray says, for PlayStation, it'll be a separate charge. Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, that's all the news I got.
I was gonna say Xbox Game Pass is what it's called.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
have already Game Pass.
Yeah, and everybody because now Game Pass is available on PC now too.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can download PC game you can download Xbox games on your PC to play on your PC now, and it's all on the same service.
Wow, worlds colliding,
Mm-hmm.
which makes so much sense.
Yeah,
Like Xbox and PCs. Come on now.
yeah, and that's just because Xbox now Game Pass is trying to rival Steam, so they're just like, okay, well, how do we give competition to Steam? Well, not only can you download all these games and these exclusive games too that they have
Mm-hmm.
on your Xbox, you can download them on PC now.
Got it.
They have a lot of same day downloads, so where it's like a game when a game comes out, they have it on Xbox Game Pass the day of.
Got it.
What's funny is the MLB the show, which was a game that was on that was a PlayStation exclusive, right? It's actually a PlayStation Studio game that they finally just ported over for Xbox. Was available day one on Game Pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's a big deal.
Now, real quick, when we say like PC games,
Mhm.
does that mean only PC and not like say Mac?
Technically, it's both. It all depends on requirements.
Are they just saying like a home computer type thing?
Yeah, it's like home computer.
Okay.
PC people like Phoenix that are like PC master race. Will they'll only exclusively play on PC. They're not gonna muddy themselves with a Mac.
So rude. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll stay over in my Mac world
Mhm.
and get everything done without my computer crashing.
Exactly.
Okay. That's all the gaming news, all the news I have. I do have some rumors.
Let's get in to some rumors. Starting rumors.
Ns, ns.
Starting rumors.
You know what I got my kids doing? Like when we're
Yeah.
like getting ready for bed, we're all like, "Come on, get ready for bed. Gotta go. Gotta keep going." I have them go like boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots.
Pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
So funny.
Yes, Raider Ray, Leisure Suite Larry is one of those games that you can download on Game
Leisure
Pass.
Suit Larry? What's Leisure Suit Larry? All
Leisure
right.
Suite Larry. It is an adult game from like the 90s, 2000s.
Is that some like deep cut game
It's a very
knowledge?
deep cut game. It was one of those games where, like, if you went to Blockbuster and they had Leisure Suite Larry, it's like, oh, you can basically get a porn video game that your parents aren't going to know is porn.
Oh, so Jessica Jones, Leisure Suit
Sweet
Sweet Larry. Got it. Googling. Thank you. Tony, do not Google that. Thank you. Moving on to some rumors now. Okay. Since Double A wasn't impressed with my Obi-Wan news with John Williams coming back,
Mhm.
apparently Lucasfilm is listening to Double A, and they're bringing in an actual Jedi for the new show Obi-Wan.
Please.
Ooh,
No. Wait, who?
So the rumor is they're bringing back Liam Neeson's
Yes.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Okay, so I called this. I said from the beginning that Liam Neeson needs to show up in this.
Oh, now Lucasfilm is listening to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. I listen to you. I'll download your podcast. That's fine.
Okay. No, that's good. Good. It's a good podcast.
Yeah, it is. It's really
Yeah.
good. The other guy's
Okay.
other guy's a little weird, but anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
So
there's me and there's this really handsome Filipino dude that's on
the
there.
other guy. So they've announced that Liam Neeson is going to be back somehow.
Well, he's going to commune with the Force Ghost.
Yeah, could be.
Because it's not going to be, you're not going to be seeing Liam Neeson as a full, realized Jedi. He died when Obi-Wan was like a teenager.
Right.
So it's
right.
like you got to remember at the end of episode 3, Yoda specifically says when you go to Tatooine, he was going to commune with his old master.
Yeah, he's like, you're going to learn how to commune with Qui-Gon.
Right. So I think that they're going to show at least maybe for a scene him having a conversation with Qui-Gon Jinn.
Right. Which must have been weird for Obi-Wan because it's like all this stuff's going down. The Republic is crumbling. We're on the run, and he's like, "You want me to talk to dead people?" Or okay, Yoda.
I say dead people.
So what do you think? Do you think we're gonna get like a flashback, a voiceover, a Force ghost? What do you think's happening?
I think it's going to be a Force ghost, man. And mostly just because nothing against him, but Liam Neeson's a lot older than he was when he played Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't see them having him be a full-on Jedi, and at the same time, like, would you do like, would you make Obi-Wan younger too? Like, I don't think they're gonna do flashbacks like that. I think that it's gonna be him having a conversation with his old master and communing in the Force, and him still teaching him things even though he's dead.
Yeah, maybe it's like Liam Neeson like doing a phone call in, and he's like, "I will not look at you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look at you, and I will find you, and I will kill you."
I have a particular set of skills.
I have a particular set of skills, and I can make 19 Taken movies, and I say the same line.
Those skills are watching my master Cypher DS die.
Getting stabbed when I wasn't looking. Ouch. Okay, tacos on the table. You think we're getting Liam Neeson?
Absolutely, tacos on the table. This was something that I called from the beginning from when they announced that Obi-Wan was getting his own series.
Yep.
That he was going to have a conversation with Liam Neeson.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely tacos on the table just because I've been calling this from the beginning.
Got it. Yeah, I'm in too. I think Liam's coming back. Okay. Here's one that Tony might not know, but we know. So there's been a lot of talks about a Beetlejuice sequel for like years.
This is another one where, like, again, I would love to see it, but Michael Keaton he's got turkey neck at this point, man. I don't know how good he's gonna look as Beetlejuice again.
He's got makeup on. What does it matter? They're gonna find a way to like shadow that out. But it looks like Beetlejuice 2 is gonna happen.
Okay.
And I guess the project has now landed at Brad Pitt's Plan B production company.
Oh, nice.
So they must have like, I'm sorry, is the W wearing off?
About that.
Just get the jar. Just give it a big sniff.
All right.
Anyway,
Great array.
So it's being reported Beetlejuice 2 landing at Plan B, Brad Pitt's production company, but it's also being reported that Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder are expected to come back, as Beetlejuice and Lydia, right? Because they're like, oh, it's Brad Pitt's production company. We feel good about it. We're pretty much going to sign on.
You know what I'm curious about is if they make the cartoons canon. Did you ever watch the cartoons?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like the Ghostbusters style cartoon where it was a
Right.
little campy. I don't think they're not gonna make that canon. Come on.
But I mean, like, the relationship between Lydia and Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they like over the years became friends, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I think they have to do something like that
Right.
to make the interaction. So it says the project actually could start production as early as this summer.
Ooh.
Hello there.
Hello there.
What do you think? Beetlejuice, we getting it? Tacos, table?
I'll put my tacos on the table for that.
Yeah, come on. Be an
Yeah.
optimist. Glass half full. Taco half eaten. I don't know what
I'm
our equivalent is.
pretty empty here.
Yeah. Okay. I got some gaming rumors.
Always ready for some gaming rumors. Let's
So
go.
you're
What do we got?
You're
Gaming
gonna have
rumors. Gaming rumors. Let's go. Okay.
Dabby kicking in, Dabby. Rockstar Games has finally confirmed that GTA 6 is coming, right?
Right.
Now they're maybe teasing the location of GTA 6.
Okay, so I've been curious about this for a while because what I would like to see is them go back to Vice City.
So I guess there's a Rockstar Games in London. Like they have an office in London.
Right.
And they put up some like stickers or signs in the window
Mhm.
that said I'd rather be in Vice City.
Nice.
So like those are new. Like, oh, what's happening here? Is that like insider knowledge where like maybe they're doing some like internal promotion and they made some stickers or something and they put it up on the windows, but people can see those windows and now they think maybe GTA 6 is coming back to Vice City? Huh?
That would be great. I would love that.
And Vice City is supposed to be
Miami.
That's it, Miami, right? I don't know where other GTAs have been. But
So GTA 3 was Liberty City, which was New York. GTA 4 was Los Santos. No.
is that like Los Angeles?
I'm trying to remember. No, GTA 4. GTA 4 was back in Liberty City, but it's because they went between all the different games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So what it was GTA 3 was Liberty City, and then they did Vice City, which was Miami. They did I'm forgetting the name of it, but the one after that was mostly in LA, but also had San Francisco and Las Vegas.
You got me. I don't know.
And then they went to GTA 4, which was back in Liberty City, but they redid the entire city, so it was like a scale New York.
Oh, wow.
And then GTA 5 was back in LA.
Got it. So this one, GTA 6, may be going back to Miami.
Right. Or
Welcome to Miami.
Or I mean, the rumor for a while has been that you'll be able to travel to different cities.
Huh.
So like New Orleans, Miami, because in the original game, in the top-down game, you could go to New Orleans too. So I
In
can
the
see them doing
top-down game?
like the original games when it was like bird's eye view.
Oh, okay. Got it. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. You and your lingo.
Yeah, I know, right? So I mean, I'm excited to see where it's gonna go, but I'm hoping that it's not just one city that they put you through like all kinds of different places.
Tacos on the table. You going to Vice City?
Tacos on the table. I think they are because it is a nostalgic thing for gamers that have been playing Grand Theft Auto.
I'm gonna say tacos on the table. They're not going to Vice City because I don't know this game at all. So how about that? No Vice City tacos for you.
You see this face?
I don't. I am looking now. No, you're not happy?
No.
This one will make you happy. This one may make Tony happy in the chat because this one is kind of juicy. So Nintendo Switch 2 may have just leaked.
Right. They've been talking about this one for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because originally it was supposed to be when they announced the Nintendo Switch OLED, a lot of
Mhm.
people were thinking that it was going to be the Switch 2.
Switch 2, which they haven't confirmed the name Switch 2, but
Yeah.
I guess something has like surfaced where people were looking at the code. Let me see the NVIDIA DLSS source code mentioned NVN2, which is
Okay.
like okay, great. What does that mean? NVN was used to refer to the Nintendo Switch.
Right.
So adding the 2 at the end, they're like, "Oh, they're starting to code for the Switch 2."
Right. Which could just be, a Switch with better graphics.
Don't
Imagine if
ruin
you
the
got
parade.
imagine if you got a Mario game where Mario looked like a real person. How creepy would that be?
Super creepy. Why
Right.
why do you bring that up?
That's what I'm saying. Like, because of the Switch 2. Like, what if it's just really high graphic console?
Oh, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I would not be down with that. That'd freak me out. I don't like clowns. And I feel like you're like one power puff of makeup away from making a creepy clown. So I'm not down with that. So what do you think? Tacos on the table. Are we getting a Switch 2? Whether that's the actual name of it or not?
I mean, eventually, yeah, we're gonna get a new console. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be this year?
Yeah.
Probably not. You think it's going to come out this year?
Oh, this year? No. I don't. It's probably not gonna come out till next year. If
Okay.
anything, I think they're probably starting to code for it right now, but it's not. That's not gonna be ready till like
Got
next
it. Got it. But yeah, tacos on the table. Switch to coming sometime. That's all my rumors. That's all my news. That's all my rumors.
There we go. So we're gonna talk some Peacemaker.
We could talk some Peacemaker if you want. It's up to you.
Okay.
Let me pull
Uh,
up my documents because I can't remember anything.
you watched it though, right?
Me?
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
Yes, me.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, I watched it. Thanks. I
So-
watched Peacemaker. Has anybody not watched Peacemaker out there?
Actually, a really good question.
Let yourself know. Let it be known in the chat. Jen Rose, Tony, you should not be watching Peacemaker. You are way too young for that.
Yeah. No. Definitely not.
I'm sure Raider Ray. Jester G, have you seen it?
I know Raider Ray has because we've talked about the season finale with him more than once. So
Oh, that's true. This is why I love Raider Ray. He normally has like seen everything before we have.
yeah.
It's like he's on the same coast as us, but it's like he's getting it all earlier. He's watching it like right as it drops because he's always like chatting it up. In our little distance nerding chat, he's always like, "Boom, have you watched it? I'm ready to spoil it." But yeah, okay. If you haven't watched Peacemaker, go watch Peacemaker. If you haven't watched James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, go watch Suicide Squad because they're all connected, right? But Peacemaker was amazing.
Oh, so good. I knew it was going to be good, right? It exceeded all expectations
All the things.
because, like, I almost forgot how funny John Cena was in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And then you go and watch this show, and it's like, oh my god, he's 20 times funnier.
I honestly didn't think he was going to be this funny in Suicide Squad, but he sort of stole the show.
Yeah.
In Suicide Squad, which kind of led into this like, hey, let's give John Cena an entire series, 8 episodes on HBO Max. And I'm like, this is a weird pull, but all right, let's do it.
Why John? Well, we're not John Cena, but why why are they giving Peacemaker his own show? He's such a weird, obscure character. And then you watch the show and it's like, this is why. This is stupid funny.
Yeah. So the show picks up where the movie left off. Actually a little bit of time later, since he almost died at the end of Suicide Squad.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. But it's really like an in-depth character examination of Peacemaker, of people that are kind of broken or have an odd upbringing. This is what it is. People with troubled upbringing and troubled parenting.
Yeah.
And them trying to find a place in the world, let alone family, friends, how to interact with people because they've been so jaded by their past.
Right.
And it gives such a good, like, humanizing factor to all these characters that you really grow to love. Like every one of, the Peacemaker team, like you love them all. It was so great. So great. Let's talk some Easter eggs. Because we both loved it. We'll rate it at the end, but ton of Easter eggs. It's a James Gunn. He knows how to throw in an Easter egg or two.
Yeah.
And reference, DC as a whole and make fun of where they live in the DC universe.
He confirms certain things. He puts it in the certain universe. He does what he does best.
Yeah.
He did it in
so
Marvel
good.
too.
Yeah, exactly. But I think he took this to the next level.
Oh, absolutely did.
I mean, we had little Easter eggs like even when Peacemaker was like grabbing his uniform while he was in the hospital, little tidbits like a postcard from Corda Maltese,
Right.
where Suicide Squad happened, little things like that. There was like a phone number for like Valentina something that was like a character in the DC universe, like deep character, like, oh, that's kind of funny,
Yeah.
He tried to use the Corda Maltese money, to pay for his cab when he ran away from the hospital, that sort of thing, all those little bits. But like when he starts referencing the rest of the DC universe,
Yeah.
like when he went to that school, oh my god. When he was talking about or the kids were asking like, hey, have you met the Flash? He's like, yeah, I met the Flash, he's a jerk. Or like, have you met Wonder Woman? He's like, oh yeah, she was screwing me the whole time. So great.
The best thing, and we're gonna get to this in a little bit, but the best thing is when he talks about Aquaman.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in the end.
So funny, man. It's so messed up.
But even like there was like little Easter eggs, like the diary that what was her name again?
Adebayo. Yeah.
That she planted. Like there was like a Wayne Foundation sticker.
Yeah.
Which is like the nonprofit arm of Wayne Enterprises, So I thought that was kind of neat, like little things like that. Dude, there was a weird reference to Batmite.
Yeah. Dude, like just again, the small references that they made to small characters and just kind of their overall existence within this universe was just amazing.
Yeah. Like no need for that. But they did it. Just to be like, who knows where this is going to lead in the future.
Yeah. Dude, they did a whole scene about Kite Man.
Yeah. There was a reference to, there was even a reference to Black Adam.
Yeah. And it was a small reference, but I mean it was talking about
Kondak.
About Kondak, but about like Intergang, which is like a big gang in the DC universe that I mean they've spanned, man, because Intergang, Batman works like fights Intergang. And to a point where when you get into Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis fights Intergang. So I mean, like Intergang been around for a while, and they're kind of a big deal.
Yeah. By the way, we're doing the breakdown. We typically just talk about Easter eggs within the show because you really need to watch this specific show to understand the storyline.
Right.
And from episode to episode, it's all linked together. So if you haven't watched it, I mean, I don't want to ruin it or make it weird, but you know, like
we're not going to reveal plot details or anything like that because
Yeah.
honestly, the plot was. It seemed like it was going to be something that was overly done, or more so like it was going to be overly complicated, but it wasn't. It
Mhm.
was actually really good. the
You
way-
know what I enjoyed about this show? I mean, we talked about all the Easter eggs, but like I loved the episodic nature of it, where we went from like you would be left on like a cliffhanger, or they would drop little clues to the main storyline in each episode,
Mhm,
and it would just all be linked together. So like I kind of want to go back and watch it all together,
mhm.
like at once versus like week to week. But it was a super good show, and I love how they told that story.
There's a really good emotional backbone, which again is something that uh
That's really the heart of the
that
show.
Gunn, like that it's something that Gunn is really good about, is about putting emotional backbone in these stories. Like you look at Guardians of the Galaxy and it's this story of family and kind of like, this dysfunction
Mhm.
amongst all the different people in that group. You kind of get that same type of dysfunction with Peacemaker, but it's more so looking at the trauma that he is involved in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's so funny. Like James Gunn did an interview, and he said, all his movies, all his shows, all his stories are about like family and issues and stuff like that. So it's all it and like thinking about Guardians versus like Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, it is all about like some weird like family issues. I'm like,
Right.
James Gunn, what is happening in your life, buddy? Like, do we need to get some therapy for you? But I'm like, wait, let's not do that because you're putting out some incredible shows. So let's not do that. Like,
Yeah.
keep giving me all the deep cut. Speaking of deep cut, they referenced Green Arrow
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, and,
DC universe.
They finally just kind of acknowledge certain characters that we know are around, but haven't been acknowledged up to this point
Yeah.
in this kind of like mainstay of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Especially when it comes to like the Justice League itself.
right?
You know, mentioning Green Arrow. So I thought that was really cool. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but like just dropping it in the DC movie universe, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, yeah, we got some Green Arrow in this universe. I like that. I dig that. But all the jokes, super funny. All the interactions, super funny.
Right.
All the references, super nerdy. The biggest thing at the very end of this show, like all the fighty happened. Like we got,
And we talked about this because we talked about it last week when we talked about how Marvel shot this scene, right?
Marvel shot this scene.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
But
But-
yeah, the first off, the references to the Justice League, because they reference that the Justice League exists in this movie, in this universe,
Mhm.
and I don't think anybody was expecting that the Justice League was actually going to show up.
Exactly.
And then you get like these silhouettes, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm fine with this, because it's like, oh, okay, you can tell that's the Flash, that's Aquaman,
yeah.
Superman, Wonder Woman, and then all of a sudden, freaking Jason Momoa shows up.
I know.
Ezra Miller, and it's like, oh my god, they're actually in the show.
That's awesome.
And the reference, children, avert your ears, because
Yeah.
I have to say this joke. So if you're watching this with your child, earmuffs.
Tony, go in the other room. Do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray, put on your earmuffs.
Yeah, exactly. But the reference when because Peacemaker, he's such a dick. So he's always just being a bully kind of, and talking smack about everybody. He goes, Aquaman, no, fuck that guy. He fucks fish. and everybody's just like, no, he doesn't fuck. Where do you come up with this shit? And then Economos is like, no, I think that one's confirmed. He actually does fuck fish. Right. And they make this joke early in the season. It's 10 times funnier when they make the reference like Peacemaker goes, "Oh, thanks for showing up late, fish fucker," and and he goes, "Why the fuck does everybody like Jason Momoa?" He's like, "Why the fuck does everybody keep thinking that I do that?" And Ezra Miller goes, "Well, it's because you do."
Yeah.
And
And then
it was super funny.
and not even just that, Momoa or Aquaman was just like, "Fuck you, Barry." Like, way to stay on brand within the Peacemaker show. That's so
Right.
good.
It was so good, man. It's so good.
So funny. So funny. So, I mean, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Let me know if you want to watch it because I'll go watch it again with you.
I
'Cause
absolutely
it was so
would too.
good. It was so good. I can't wait for more. What do you think they're going to do after this?
I don't know. It's hard to call because it almost seems like DC is trying to reset everything, and then was just kind of
Yes.
like, okay, well, we've already done all this, so we're gonna release it as is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like nobody wants what is good to go away just because DC wants to go and reset everything.
Yeah.
Because the Snyder Cut was great. Suicide Squad, as much as they think that not enough happened because they didn't get the box office returns that they wanted,
Mm-hmm.
was still amazingly reviewed and was a really good movie.
Well, so I mean, there was the whole let's get rid of Zack Snyder coming out with a Whedon cut, and then HBO Max came back with the Snyder cut, and that became like the version of Justice League we want.
Right.
James Gunn came on and kind of piggybacked on that, piggyback on the Air Suicide Squad. I don't, as much as I think DC or Warner Brothers wants to create a new universe for them and whatever moving forward, I don't think that's what people want now. Like especially after Suicide Squad and Peacemaker.
Yeah, because I think people are realizing DC is doing it right.
Yeah.
And I can't even say it's Walter Hamada in DC because I'm not going to give Walter Hamada credit for this. I think it's more like him kind of backing off and pulling his hands out of stuff and letting creators create what they should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting good content out of it.
Yeah.
We're getting really good movies and TV shows out of it. And it's like, it's because you're doing what Feige does and letting creators create. And that's what needs to be done. I've said it in the show in the past. DC's problem is they don't let creators create. They put their hands in the cookie jar too much. And now they're allowing people like James Gunn because it's like, well, you can't make anything worse, so do what you want to do. And he does something great.
Yeah.
You realize that if you put out Zack Snyder's Justice League the way it was intended to be put out, that's what the fans wanted in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
That you guys putting your hands because you think it's not going to make enough money, you realize that what makes money is what the fans were clamoring for.
Yeah, exactly.
Like same thing with Shazam. Shazam was such a good movie.
I think they're realizing it's coming down to storytelling.
Yeah.
And in order to make the big money, it doesn't have to be the big, huge, super powered, overly powerful, big explosions, pew pew,
Right.
superheroes. It doesn't have to be Superman. It doesn't have to be Batman or Wonder Woman to really hit home with fans. Like I think DC's really gonna hit home with like a more grounded universe that is the Suicide Squad or Peacemaker and expand from there because then all that big explosions, people flying around matter. You know what? I kind of relate it to the way we look at, say, The Mandalorian
Mm-hmm.
versus what they did with like the sequel trilogy in Star Wars. Like we don't need big, huge lightsaber fights, big, huge epics, things happening that suffer because we don't have enough time to tell a good story.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like Mandalorian, where it's like, take your time, tell a great story, get us sucked into these characters.
Right.
And that's what we care about, So
Right.
like
I mean, another thing too, like what you look at is like you mentioned, not only just storytelling, right? It's telling the great story, but also look at what James Gunn did by putting subtle references into Peacemaker. He didn't give you everything, but he made references that things exist and that there are things that he got people excited by saying that Batmite exists.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's
got me.
that's what we want. You
Yeah.
know, we want where I don't have to see Batmite, but hearing that Batmite exists means that there's a richer universe that's out there with better storytelling.
Totally agree. Totally
You know what
agree.
I mean? And the fact that we got that glimpse of the Justice League, like I got hell of excited when I saw Momoa on screen.
I think DC, as much as like it compares itself or tries to benchmark against Marvel, I think they really need to look at, like, say, a Star Wars. And it's like, oh, we need to go the route of like Peacemaker is our pseudo Mandalorian. You know what I mean? Like that's where we need to build our new universe from is from this kind of gritty, boots on the ground, character driven story,
For me,
and go from
yeah.
there.
Like I don't believe that they need to follow someone else or follow another studio and what they do, right? Star Wars is Star Wars, Marvel is Marvel. Let DC be DC. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like tell good stories. That's what we want. You know, like especially when not that I'm against these things, but like some of the decisions they've made for some of these upcoming movies and shows seem more like pandering than it is we're going to tell a good story,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And it's like, don't pander, tell a good story, you know? Um, like they made some of those decisions on Titans, and I wasn't upset with some of that stuff. Well, I wasn't upset with any of it, right? Like the fact that they made I mean, like, or the fact that they're making certain characters, like they're race bending and gender bending certain characters, they're still telling the story right, and that's why I'm okay with that stuff, you
Yeah.
know. Whereas in other cases, it's like we're gonna race bend for the sake of race bending, and it's like, I mean, as long as it doesn't take away from the story,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like that's all that matters to me. Same example is um not Suicide Squad, but Birds of Prey, right?
Okay.
Right? They made Black Canary black, and the way they told the story, I was okay with it. I was
Yeah.
fine with that. I
I
actually think
really liked her
like, yeah,
in Birds of Prey. She's coming back, right?
yeah, she is gonna be coming back, and it's like
And
I'm completely happy with that. Some people
yeah.
are complaining about how, oh well, she shouldn't be black, and I don't know why, but I mean, like, you know, she told the story well, and she played the character well, and that's what matters to me.
Yeah, totally, totally. So we know because they announced it, we're getting a season 2 sometime of Peacemaker.
Right?
But James Gunn also mentioned that he'll be doing another spin-off of Suicide Squad.
Is he?
Yeah. So who do you think he would do a spin-off series about for HBO Max?
Two people come to mind immediately:
Okay, go for it.
Javelin
Okay.
or TDK.
But they both died.
Right, but that's the thing is that he can tell prequel stories on those. There's
Oh yeah, yeah.
there's enough curiosity about Javelin, right?
Uh-huh.
Because you end up getting this Javelin that Harley plays with the entire movie, and you don't understand the significance of the Javelin because he makes
Mhm.
it seem like there's like it's some, you know, they almost made it seem like it was the Spear of Destiny, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, I want to see more about Javelin and give Flula Borg more screen time as that character. And then TDK, just because the the detachable kid it was. I just wanted to see more of
Nathan
that. And
Fillion.
it's also because Nathan Fillion's amazing, but I mean, I wanted
Yeah.
to see more of that. Like,
Yeah,
tell me a
okay.
story about this dude whose arms detach for no
I
reason.
I was thinking it was gonna be Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man would be good.
Because he remember the whole gimmick was like his mom
Mhm.
experimented on him and turned him and his brothers and sisters or his siblings into pseudo superhero slash villains, trying to make a super team.
What would make sense also is Ratcatcher, though.
Yeah, and Ratcatcher because she lived
Mhm.
as well. But yeah, another flawed person to tell a story about.
Right, because then you can tell flashback stories with Taika Waititi, and that's always fun.
That's a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good one. Okay, let's rate this. That's not an answer.
No, I really didn't have. Well, I'm just trying to think. There wasn't really any flaws that I found in this show. Not very many.
Mm-hmm.
So I am.
And the length, by the way, 8 episodes was like
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 10 Desert Eagles that don't have the peace dove on them
Okay.
out of 10 really, really, really racist, crappy dads.
10 out of 10. I will. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I'm with you on that. I will go 10 creepy butterflies to 10 activate anti-gravity helmets that float away. You know, maybe 11 because 11 would float away. So maybe there's 11 helmets.
Activate Sonic Boom. Shit.
So good. So good.
Did you just say activate anti-gravity helmet? Yeah, I guess. Look at it. It's floating away.
That's okay. That's something we didn't touch on, but like his helmet is so ridiculous, but finding a way to make his helmet like relevant and somewhat cool, that was
Helmets.
amazing.
Yeah.
That was
There are
amazing.
multiple helmets. Literally, there's an episode or there's a scene where Vigilante puts all of his helmets in the back of the car, and they figure out that they're tracking the helmets, and he's like, "Oh no!" They stop and pull all the helmets out. Why would you put them all in the car? I
What-
thought you might need them. You knew they were being tracked. Well, still.
That's so funny. What about the one he's like, in this one, his dad. And this one gives you scabies.
It's like, why would you want a helmet that gives you scabies? Learn a lesson.
Every man should get scabies at least once in his life. Oh, so ridiculous. So ridiculous. James Gunn, you are so funny.
The fact that he got the T-1000 to be the most racist man in existence.
Right. So crazy. Yeah, I love this show. You know what's funny? This came out same time as Book of Boba.
Mhm.
I think I liked Book of Boba, or I'm sorry, I like Peacemaker better than Book of Boba.
I think a lot of people agree with that sentiment. I was very in the middle between both. Like my whole thing was they were both shows that I made sure I watched on a weekly basis.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder how, and I just thinking about this off the top of my head, where like if I had to rate my top streaming series,
Mhm.
like if I looked at the Marvel series, the Disney Plus series, Peacemaker, I wonder where all this would like, kind of land.
Right.
We should do that.
We
Like
should
maybe
probably, like
rate
review-
them.
Well, I was gonna say like rate everything in the last year.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we rate it, we're all gonna be like, I love this, I love that. But like, what, like, almost like what you guys do in the brackets, like,
Well, I was saying like ranking. Like we'll rank.
yeah, rank. Like,
Uh,
what's number 5? What's 4? What's 3?
And especially since they're streaming, maybe we do a special episode of Don't Cross the Streams next week.
Maybe.
There we go. And we go over like what are our favorite streaming shows so far.
Maybe let's do that the week after to give us a little bit of time because we'll be coming off the Capitola Collecticon.
Okay.
So we might not have time to write extra content.
No worries.
But yeah, I think we should do that and maybe chime in. Like, maybe we'll put a poll in the Distance Nerdington post.
Right.
And we'll put it out. Mandalorian, Peacemaker, Book of Boba,
Just
WandaVision.
in general, like what is everybody's favorite show from the last year?
Yeah, exactly.
That way people can add on to it and everything like that. Because I mean, I'm also interested in seeing where everybody falls on. At this point now, because I mentioned it earlier in the show, I would throw Ted Lasso in there for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking more like, like the nerdy stuff. But yeah,
Ted Lasso's pretty nerdy.
It is pretty nerdy. Okay.
He's definitely a nerd because he makes some pretty nerdy ass references.
That is very true.
When it comes to like music and movies, he makes the most nerdy references.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except he's always wearing those weird sweaters. He needs a shirt.
And
Speaking
then
of, we got shirts, people.
we got shirts, people.
We got some distance nerding shirts. They're $20. If we got to ship them, $25 just to cover shipping. But come get your shirts. We'll have some at Capitola Collecticon. All you got to do is DM us at Distance Nerding. So on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, wherever you're watching, just get a hold of us. Let us know the size you're looking for. $20. Venmo, Cash App, whatever, food stamp.
However you want to do it. If you want to carrier pigeon it, you know, if you want
Funko Pops.
Yeah,
You want
there
to
you go.
Funko Pop it?
Guys, look how beautiful these shirts are. Look at that, James. Show be
I'm
the
looking.
model. Show the
Oh,
shirt.
hello.
Look at this.
Hello there.
Oh yes, I would Vanna White it, but I mean I am not on screen right now. So look at that. Look how beautiful it rests on his tits. It's great.
Okay, now that was a setup. You
I
set
love
up my tits.
I love you. I love you, bro. Okay, I love you.
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 You're pointing at my tits again.
I love your tits.
All right. And if you love Young Phil's tits, check him out every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. during the build on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch.
Yes, sir.
Building Legos, building Dutch oven burgers. What is it called?
The Durmstrang.
That's what I said. The Dirch McGurch. He's building a ship from Harry Potter because Harry Potter had one ship in it. Oh, he's gonna drop it. Everybody needs to watch right now. He's about to drop it. This is riveting.
Got it.
Damn.
But I mean, guys, I am late on the build for this month. Just because this is becoming a bigger build than I thought it was going to be.
It's a bigger Dirch burger than you thought.
But because, guys, Batman's out right now. You can literally go to the movies and go watch Batman right now. It's too far away. But I am building. Let's see it. You can't really see it. I am getting ready to build. I was going to say the Bat Pod, but that's wrong. The tumbler.
The Bat Pod.
The Bat Pod is the bike that comes out of the tumbler.
Oh, I was gonna say even Batman has a podcast. Oh, jeez.
No, yeah.
How are we gonna compete?
The Bat Pod was the bike that in Dark Knight that he drives out of the tumbler.
Because Bat Cycle was taken. Right. Okay. All right. So next week you're gonna be finishing the Dirch McGurch.
Hopefully the Dirch McGurch gets done this week, if not next week. But after that, I'm definitely going to be building the tumbler, and that's going to go for a while.
Just in time for Batman. We'll talk Batman. So excited. Everybody seems to love this movie.
Yeah. All the reviews so far have been amazing. So, I mean, I'm very excited to go see it.
Super excited. So
what's funny is I called it. Everybody is saying that Pattinson is easily the best Batman. Everybody's saying even better than Keaton at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And if that's the case, where everybody's saying that he's the best Batman, called it. I called it like 2 years ago when they announced that he was going to be Batman.
So without seeing the new movie, who's your Batman?
I'm a Batfleck guy.
Your Batfleck?
I think we've talked about this, that for live action. I'm a Batfleck guy, and it's because I feel like he had the most kind of like seasoned kind of like perspective as Bruce Wayne, you know, but also as Batman, he was like that darkness and that brood.
The Dark Knight. He was like that
Dark Knight.
Frank Miller's Dark Knight type thing.
He definitely was, and he fit the part so well. The dude was huge for that role.
I've seen all the Batman. I grew up on Adam West. I saw the Keaton and George Clooney versions. But really, you know, it's
Are you saying Val Kilmer is your favorite?
no, not Val Kilmer, not nipples. It's gonna be a Christian Bale. Like that is the story I connect with the most.
Christian Bale is easily my close second,
Mhm.
and it's because he has that determination. And
Right.
what I like is that he's very much Bruce is the character and Batman is who he is.
Right.
Versus
The
the opposite where like a lot of people will go like, well, he's Bruce Wayne, but he also happens to be Batman, right?
and it's a little unfair because he has the most screen time, the most movies
Mhm.
as Batman, but that interpretation, the Nolan version of Batman is my favorite Batman.
The psychology is there
Yeah.
that he is a relentless workhorse machine that just completely loathes crime and wants to right things, but also is obsessed with his work and continuously, is in that mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where like and you even see it in The Dark Knight where he just feels like it's a chore to be Bruce Wayne,
Mhm.
whereas he just wants to go and fight crime.
Yep. I agree. Plus the way they handled all the gadgets and equipment, the Batmobile, like the way they told the story of how or why he has that type of technology at his
Mhm.
disposal, like that was cool. That was like good explanation,
Yeah.
and I dug that. All right.
But
Anyway,
what I hear is this movie is they really get into the detective aspect of it. He does have a lot of gadgets and things like that, but they do a lot of explanation on the gadgets. Um, a lot of people say that he doesn't have enough time as Bruce Wayne, that the majority of the time he's Batman. But I think that's kind of what people wanted.
yeah, oh yeah, totally.
Mm.
So do you know if this is connecting or taking inspiration from any story that we're aware of, like Long Halloween or anything like that?
So Long Halloween is the one that everybody says that it's supposed to be based on. Again, I haven't heard anybody actually talk about the comparisons between that and Long Halloween, but I know that that's what the director said that he was
Inspired by,
inspired by, that he was inspired by Long Halloween.
but not like an interpretation of it.
Right. It's inspired by, but not like a full interpretation of Long Halloween.
Got it. Got it. That's cool. I dig it.
No,
Okay.
no Calendar Man like he was in Suicide Squad. Calendar Man was in Suicide Squad. If you blinked, you missed it.
That is true.
Yeah,
He was in there.
he was the dude talking smack to Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, in Belle Reeve.
Right, who was also played by James Gunn's brother,
Yep.
who also played Weasel.
Sean Gunn.
Sean Gunn, who also played Weasel.
Yes.
All the Easter eggs.
I was like, anything else? What was he? What was he in Guardians?
He is. I'm remembering.
Forgot his name.
Crag or something like that.
Yeah, something weird
Yeah.
like that. Anyway, you ready to wrap this thing up?
Yep. Let's wrap it up here. Guys, did we talk about the build?
We talked about the build.
Oh, that's
We're
right.
good.
I'm getting old. Guys,
Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post.
guys, you can buy us a taco. Go to distancenerding.com. Buy us a taco. In all reality, what we really want you guys to do would be great is if you shared, liked, and subscribed. So like and subscribe to our show. Share it out to other people. What we really need right now, and we haven't asked for this in forever.
What was that?
We need reviews on Apple, man.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, get us some reviews. Now, the other thing is we're looking to get 700 followers. If you can help us get to 700 followers, I've got Lego kits I'm giving away.
Oh.
Because I'm here and I'm not afraid to buy your affection. And that's what I want to do is I want to buy your love. Okay. I'm going to buy your
day
love.
one. Since
with
day
Lego.
one, you've
Since
been wanting to
day
buy
one.
love.
Since day one, I've been here just doing nothing but trying to buy your affection. I want your love, people. So go to distancenerding.com. You can buy us a taco. You can give us stars here on this channel if you're watching on Facebook. But if not, check us out Remember, every Monday we do the build from 6 to 8. Every Wednesday, 7:30 to whenever we finish, like right now, we do the download. And then, of course, you can catch me playing video games all week whenever I feel like hopping on and playing video games. Really is when I have time. But right now, when I do Phil Plays Games, I've been redoing the Witch Queen and playing the storyline for Destiny 2. And I actually am going to be building a brand new character pretty soon and kind of doing everything from the beginning on stream. So you guys can watch that journey and how that character goes and watch the storyline and whatnot.
So cool. That's awesome. So you're like you're going to start over. You can play with others, right? Should others try to jump on board? And
they can. So Destiny, you can build up to 3 characters because there's 3 different classes. And the way that it is like the more characters you have, if you have all 3 characters, then you can level up faster over time. I've always mained Warlock, so one of my characters I always use the Warlock. I've had a Titan and I started actually working on it, but I've never had a Hunter in this game, so I'm gonna build a Hunter and build that character up so you guys can actually see the kind of work that needs to go into building these characters, like the actual grind in this game, but at the same time, just kind of like seeing what the storyline is all about.
Cool. And so this is you building up your character. Can other people start characters and join up with you, or is
Absolutely.
that
Absolutely.
awesome?
Anybody
Okay,
who wants to build a character and play along, by all means, let's do it.
I love it. I love it. Cool. I dig it.
All right. Well, guys, connect with us at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, all at Distance Nerding.
And don't forget, we'll be at Capitola Collecticon this weekend. Come hang out with us.
Exactly.
So thanks, and keep nerding together.
All right. I think it's dance party time. Let's do this.
What am I going to dance with?
I don't know, James. What are you going to dance with?
What
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
I don't know. That's all I got. Any other dance, I'm going to have to take my pants off.
Distance nerding.
Am I okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been replaced. That easy, huh?
Let's try.
My stunt double. So rude.
You fell under the table, so I go and grab you.
Maybe I'm looking for my glasses.
Go.
Make plans now for this year's Capitola Collecticon, March 4th through 6th. Star Wars Sunday at Capitola Collecticon happening March 6th. Come meet the original Mandalorian and Boba Fett cast members. For general admission or VIP passes, visit CapitolaCollecticon.com.